Hey, buddy. I want to talk about anxiety looping and how it's terrible and how we all want a way to stop it. I have a way. Okay, so imagine for me, if you will, for a second, how easy it is to buy something that's available for a limited time only. This could be a really expensive fancy trip that is only available once a year, could be a pumpkin spice latte. Doesn't matter what it is. But your decision to pay for it gets easier when you know there's a point at which you cannot make that decision. That decision is actually out of your hands. This is called cart open, cart close. It's a marketing tactic that is very effective in compelling you to action. This is exactly the concept that I want you to apply to your own mindset to stop the anxiety looping. You're gonna actually create a cart open, cart close time frame for whatever the heck is stressing you out. Let's get into some examples. You might be burning a ton of energy not committing to a decision. This means you make a decision and then you question it. And then you kind of half make a different decision and then you move forward with this decision, but then you second guess it. Burns a ton of energy, gets no progress accomplished, right? This is a way that I have lived much of my life, and it's freaking frustrating. So what I want you to do is recognize that that is what is in the middle, that what you're in the middle of that, and then decide when your cart is gonna close. Choose a date relatively soon that you can make that decision by, and then after which you're not going to remake that decision. Because what this is going to allow you to do is respond to your brain in a more conscious, masterful way when it wants you to keep stressing about this decision and remaking it and second guessing it. It's going to come up with those same habit thoughts. It's not a problem. But you get to respond to it in a different way. Instead of indulging the anxiety loop, you get to tell your brain, oh no, buddy, we closed the cart on that decision. We've actually moved on to the next step. There's no going back. This is a scary but freeing as heck exercise, and it takes practice to get good at it. So you can start small. You can start with a small decision. Here's another example. You might be burning a bunch of energy not making any decisions, right? You might be delaying or avoiding or putting decisions off. This is when you got to help yourself out. Make it easy to spend that money, that mental energy, by making the decision unavailable after a certain point. Decide, okay, my cart close on this decision is this date. So I better get to activating, right? It's so helpful. It can be a little scary, but that's okay. I believe in you. You can do scary things. The final thing I want you to consider where you might be burning some energy is if you're trying to make a decision, if you're worrying about a decision that you can't actually make. We do this all the time, right? We try to stress about things that aren't in the room. This is when you might be able to close your cart right now and then decide on a cart open date later on. You might be stressing about something that you have no information on yet. And you're not going to be able to even make this decision or make any forward progress in it until like November. That's totally great. See that for what it is, gather the facts, and then you can inform your brain every time it wants you to stress out about this thing. Oh, buddy, the cart's closed on that decision actually right now. It reopens in November. Please hold your questions until then. Thanks. I really hope you try this on because it's been a game changer for me and my own dialogue with my brain, and it's helped free up so much energy so that I can actually make forward progress on these decisions and not just hang out in decision anxiety. So much fun. I hope it makes a big difference for you. And either way, tell me how you're doing. I'm sending you virtual hugs from across the internet, and I'll see you soon. Bye.